Hello, beautiful people, and welcome. I'm Cheryl. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're having an amazing start to your day. If you're already in it full bore, I hope it's been amazing. But I want to celebrate that today is your day to do whatever it is you have in your heart, in your head, that you want to get done today, that you want to see today, how you want to feel. Oftentimes in the world, we are kind of at the whim of what's happening around us, but ultimately, you are in charge of how you respond and ultimately how you feel about the situation. So regardless of the situation, hopefully you can dig deep and find some big deep breaths and turn it into a positive something for your day. It is your day. Let's make it as the best day we can, and let's get going. For me, oftentimes it starts right here. A smile on my face, knowing that you guys are out there and hopefully enjoying the practice just as much as I am. So with a smile on your face, an open heart, a willing spirit, let's take a journey, shall we? All right, guys, a seated position that feels good to you, and let's bring those hands down by your sides. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to press those palms towards the floor. Now, you might notice that that's fairly easy or that's really challenging. So regardless of what it is, just keep pressing those palms towards the floor. All that's telling you is that you either have really long arms in comparison to your torso or vice versa. So put that smile on your face about that one, whatever it is. My arms are a little bit shorter than my torso, so it's always a challenge to get those palms all the way down. Sit up tall, close your eyes, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, release your chin towards the chest. Let's give that head a little roll to the right ear over the right shoulder. How about we press that left palm towards the floor? A little deeper stretch, feels so good. Exhaling and bringing the chin back towards the chest. Keep those palms pressing towards the mat. Keep that spine nice and long. As you exhale, roll the head to the left ear over the left shoulder. Give a little push with that right palm towards the floor. Big, full, deep breaths. Exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. Bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, and just gently pull that chin down. Long stretch all the way down your spine. Inhale, lift the head, open the elbows nice and wide. As you exhale, rotate to the right. Keep those elbows wide, keep that length in the spine, and just rotate. Breathe. Maybe a little lift of your gaze to the sky. Bringing the gaze back down, we rotate back to center, and let's take it to the left as far as you can rotate. And a little lift of your gaze. We bring that gaze back down, rotating back to center. Release your hands down by your sides, and then take a big breath in. Cactus arms, exhale, squeeze the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades, gaze to the sky, spread those fingers wide. Inhale, reach to the sky. One more time, exhale, squeeze those elbows, squeeze those shoulders. Inhale it back up, release that right hand to the mat, left arm up and over. Pressing that left hip towards the mat, those sit bones staying connected to the mat. A little roll back of that left shoulder. A little turn of your head, taking your gaze down towards the mat. Tucking your chin in towards that collarbone. If you like, come on down onto that right forearm. We want to keep that left sit bone connected to the earth. Inhale it back up, both arms reach to the sky. Exhale, release that left hand down, right arm up and over. Keeping that right sit bone pressing into the mat. A little roll of that right shoulder back. A little turn of your head, taking your gaze down towards the mat. Maybe we come down onto that forearm. A little tuck of your chin towards your collarbone. So what do we have in store for today? Thinking about your day, not overwhelming yourself, but just thinking about the good things. What are you looking forward to? Inhale, both arms come up, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen and hinge it forward, releasing your hands, relaxing the weight of your head. Maybe today's a busy day.
Make sure that you take time to just breathe and to be and to celebrate. Taking time to re-energize and recharge. Some days, those busy days can be energizing, and some days they can be really, takes a lot out of us. So make sure you give yourself the time you need to refresh, to re-energize. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms overhead, reach to the sky. Exhale and release those hands down by your sides. Let's open up those legs nice and wide. Wide as feels good to you. So it might be different each day that you come to this position. If this is your first time here, take it easy, no worries. And we're gonna flex those feet. We're gonna bring those hands down towards the knees, the shins, the thighs, wherever it is. Lengthen and slowly begin to hinge it forward. Now, if you need support, if you're taking care of your back, bring your hands forward to support your way down. If we can keep those arms out, keep them out. Keep that core strong. Breathe, hold, and come back up. Feel those hands pull back in. We're gonna do that again. Hands slide out, keeping those feet flexed, keeping that core strong. We hinge forward, stretching through the hips, through the groin, through that lower back, the glutes. Hold, breathe, and come on back up. And let's bring the soles of the feet together to butterfly. Bringing the hands down to your shins, anywhere along the shins that feels good to you, or you can take a hold of your feet, interlacing your fingers underneath those feet. We roll those shoulders back and away. Sit tall, press those knees down towards the mat, feeling that stretch in the hips once again. We lengthen through the crown of the head and slowly begin to hinge it forward. Drawing those elbows back by your rib cage, lengthening through the crown of the head, doing our best to keep those shoulders from rolling forward. Breathe. We do our best to stay positive, to stay active, to stay kind, to stay happy. We lengthen through the crown of the head and slowly rise. Releasing your hands, pulling those feet out and away from you just a bit. Sit up nice and tall. Anytime we do a rotation, we want to make sure we're sitting up nice and tall, creating space between those vertebrae. Let's bring the right hand behind us, left hand to the top of the knee. Sit up nice and tall, and then press against that right knee to get a rotation. Breathe. Pressing that left shoulder down and away just a little bit. Slowly releasing that rotation, coming back to center. We cross and bring that right hand to that left knee. Left hand behind us, sit up nice and tall, create that space between those vertebrae, and then gently pull with that right hand as you deepen that rotation. Right shoulder presses down and away just a bit. And slowly releasing that rotation, let's sweep that right foot around behind us, coming into a bent knee, kind of a letter Z, if you will. Now, if this is not great on that right knee, go ahead and keep that leg out nice and long. Feels okay to you, bringing that foot around behind us. We sit tall. We rotate out towards that left leg, and we're going to walk our hands forward, releasing the weight of the upper body down. Now, those arms can remain bent, or you can extend those arms out nice and long. You can even open those arms out to a V if you like, creating a little bit of a space between your shoulder blades. Now, if you need the support, if hinging over onto that left leg is not great for your hip, for your knee, for your back, whatever it is, you can kind of prop yourself up too. So we're on our forearms, lengthening through the crown of the head so that we get as much lift or release as feels right to you. And let's slowly walk those hands back up. Remember, it is your journey, right? And we're gonna switch sides. So sweeping those feet now around to the left, sitting up nice and tall, we rotate and turn out over that right leg, and then slowly walk it forward. Again, all different variations, coming down onto your forearms, keeping the elbows bent, but releasing all the way down, extending those arms out nice and long, relaxing the weight of the head, arms opening out to a V. Just really checking in, listening to that body. And we walk it back up. And let's come up onto all fours to tabletop. Hands shoulder width apart, knees are hip width, core is nice and strong. We take a big breath into cow pose, tummy towards the floor, gaze and sit bones to the sky. Exhale, hollow the tummy and chest, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, hollow it out. Inhaling it back to cow. And exhaling it to cat. And as you transition between these two poses, just notice if there's any little hitch in your get along, if there's any little spot in the body where it says, hey, I need a little extra love right here. Can you spend a little time? Maybe you need to do a couple extra. Maybe you only do one or two. It's learning. It's exploring. It's listening to your body. Let's make this the last of each one. And come back to a neutral spine, core strong. We inhale and extend, left arm and right leg, lifting out of that right shoulder, adding a flex to that right foot. Hips are side by side. We're pressing through the heel. We're reaching out through those fingertips. Breathe, circling that left arm around behind, bending that right knee. Can you reach back and find your foot? Take a hold of it if you can find it. Now press your foot into your hand as you slowly begin to lift your gaze. Hand is guiding your foot towards the sky. Breathe. Gently releasing the intensity, once again extending the arm and the leg, press through that heel and release it down. Center your weight. And as you inhale, other side, right arm and left leg, square those hips, lengthen and reach through the fingertips, add a flex of that left foot. Breathe, hips side by side, we lift out of that left shoulder. If you like, reach back with that right hand, draw in with that left foot. Can you find your foot? Take a hold of it. Now begin to press your foot into your hand. As your hand guides your foot to the sky, we slowly lift our gaze. Breathe. And gently releasing it down, once again extending it out. Add a flex to that left foot, press through your heel. Spinal balance, and release it down. Sit it back to child's pose. Extend those arms out nice and long. Hips back towards your heels. And just breathe. Take a second, lick your lips if you need to. Take a little inventory of the body. How does it feel? How about your breath? Is it still slow and steady? Are you winded at all? Come back to those big, full, deep breaths. As you're ready, extend those arms out nice and long. Let's place the forearms to the mat, palms to the mat. We lift our forehead, tuck our toes, press and lift your sit bones to the sky. We come up to dolphin. In our dolphin pose, great stretch all through the backs of the legs. Finding that breath in and out. Let's take a half a step back, just a half a step, so nothing big, and we're going to let those heels gently press back towards the mat. Keeping that core strong, we're going to inhale and we're going to lower forward, almost like we're going to touch our nose right between our fingertips, and then press it back to dolphin. Inhale, coming forward like you're going to touch your nose just between those index fingers, and press it back to dolphin. So strengthening core. Let's do two more. Shoulders, you're going to feel this in your triceps. You're going to feel this in a lot of places. Last one. And back to your dolphin. Now walk those feet back in. Just that half a step, and allow those heels to sink. Breathe. Now we're going to spread our fingers wide. Hands are shoulder width apart. Breathe. Let your head be heavy. And if you're able, press up onto the palms. Extend those arms, pressing back to your down dog. And we inhale it back to dolphin. Exhale, press it back up. So little strength moves here, guys. And inhale it back to dolphin. We're going to do that 2 more times. Exhale, press it up. Find that down dog. And inhale, draw it down. Exhale, press it up. Hold here. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk your feet in to forward fold. Soft bend in the knees, head heavy. Bring the hands to the elbows and hold on. And gently sway side to side. A little arc around your legs. Hopefully you got a smile on your face. Hopefully you were like, holy cow, what was that all about? Sometimes it's fun just to get some extra challenges in there. Always know that they're optional. On the days you feel them, fabulous. On the days you don't, hey, you're here, and that's fabulous, and I'm happy to have you. Coming back to center, release your arms, and let's slowly roll it up, one vertebra at a time. It's one of the biggest things for me. If I can have a smile on my face, that can kind of transcend all the way through my body. Exhale, slowly roll those shoulders down and away. If you can't find that smile on your face, guys, find it, because it really does. It impacts your heart, your spirit, your mind, your breathing, your thoughts. Let's do one more big shoulder roll and let go of any tension, any tightness that's hiding in those shoulders or the neck. Turn your palms to the front. Tummies are tight, glutes are tight. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step or hop to high plank. Toes or knees, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. Shifting your weight to your left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping your right foot to the outside of the right hand. Rotate your body and extend right arm to the sky. Reach it up, high as you can reach. Find that breath. Exhaling and releasing that right hand down. Hold here for just a moment and let those hips be heavy. Always keeping the core strong. Doing our best to keep those knees behind the toes. Breathe, and I just want you to kind of wiggle. Doesn't matter how. I just want you to move a little bit. Nothing huge. I just want you to move, and I want you to see what you feel and where you feel it. Now, if at any point you're like, whoop, that's not good, don't go there. Coming back to center. Step that right foot back to plank. Crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. Take a moment in down dog. Let your head be heavy. Let's gently alternate bending knees. Walk it out. As you're walking your dog, I want you to think of something. In the hours past, the minutes past, anything that made you smile. If possible, something that made you laugh out loud. I want you to think of it. I want you to feel it. And I want you to feel that joy and that happiness. And I want you to bring that joy and happiness with you today. Remembering the laughter, the smiles. As you exhale, let both heels sink. We shift our weight to our right foot. Left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot to the outside of the left hand. Toes are slightly turned out. We rotate and extend. Left arm to the sky. Reach it up. High as you can reach. Lifting out of that right shoulder up to the tips of your fingers. Breathe. Exhaling and releasing that left hand to the inside of your foot. Hold here. Let those hips be heavy. Keeping that core strong, lifting out of our shoulders, lengthening through the neck. Now we're just going to get that wiggle on. So just wiggling, just a little movement. Kind of side to side, front to back. Whatever feels good, a little twist. Just a little movement. Checking in with the body. Coming back to center. Step that left foot back. Crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. Nice big deep breaths. We're going to shift our weight to our left foot. We're going to bend that right knee. So there's some options here. With that right knee bent, we're going to inhale it to plank with that knee to touch. And then exhale it back to down dog. Again, inhaling it to plank, little knee touch, and exhale it back to down dog. If you like, little bigger variation, more challenging, pull that knee in. Exhale and press it out. So that knee can just be bent, or we can actually move that right leg in and out as we transition from our down dog to our plank. Last one. Releasing that right foot down, knee is bent. And let's inhale it to plank, and we're going to hold our plank. Breathe. Now I want you to take check of your hips. Is that right hip lower than the left? Just because the knee is bent doesn't mean those hips should be lower. We want them level. And let's just switch. Left knee bends, right leg is long. Exhale it back to down dog, knee stays bent. Inhale it to plank, left knee touches. Exhale it back to down dog. Inhale to plank, knee touch. Exhale to down dog. Now, if you like, bigger motion. Inhale, pull that left knee in. Exhale and press it out. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale and press it out. So that knee can be bent, guys. That is awesomely challenging. This is our last one. And press it out. And release that left knee. Foot comes down, knee is bent. And we inhale it to plank. Holding plank. With that left knee bent, are those hips still square? Are we lifting out of the shoulders? Are we lengthening through the crown of the head? Breathe. Can you feel that right side working a little harder than the left? And extend both legs. Lift your hips to down dog. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Breathe. Soft bend in the knees. Let's bring the hands around behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Give your head a little shake. Yes or no? Take a second here. Let gravity do the work. If it feels right to you, bring the palms to touch. Now, if just getting those fingers interlaced is really challenging, guys, if you prefer, you can grab a towel and hold on to a towel or a strap. If it feels right to you, roll those shoulders up and back. Lift your arms towards the sky. A little tuck of your chin towards your chest. Those knees are still softly bent. We're letting gravity do all the work for us. And slowly bring the hands to the small of the back. Releasing those hands. If you have a towel or a strap, set it aside. And let's slowly roll it up, one vertebra at a time. With a big shoulder roll at the top. Shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, left arm down, right arm high, lean in and reach. Gaze to the sky. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, other side, lean in and reach. Inhale, both arms come up. Pull the hands to heart center, shift your weight to your heels. Slowly bend those knees and lower down to chair. Now those knees are slightly apart. Those feet are slightly apart. Our weight is in our heels. Our toes are lifted. We breathe slow and steady. Inhale, half lift, weight still in those heels. Press through those heels and then sink. We shift our weight forward, lifting the heels to balance chair, and then back to the heels, lift those toes. Again, coming forward, lift the heels, balance chair. Exhale it back to the heels, lift those toes. We're going to do that 2 more times. Shift your weight forward, heels lift. Shift your weight back, toes lift. 1 more time. Shift your weight forward, heels lift. Exhale, heels down, toes lift. And rise, reach to the sky. Exhale, open the arms to a nice wide V as you gaze to the sky. Inhale, reach, interlace the fingers, pull the hands behind your head. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, lean to the right. Breathe as far as your body likes to lean.
Find your breath. Inhaling it up. And exhale, lean to the left. And inhale it up. Once again, we're going to draw the chin towards the chest. Close those elbows around the ears. So noticing if it feels different in a standing position as opposed to when we were seated. Still feeling that great stretch. Hopefully a little less intense. Inhale, lift the head, open those elbows. Release your hands to mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhaling up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, giant step back with your left foot. We rise, arms come overhead to our crescent lunge. Back knee, you're welcome to have on the mat, or that back leg is long. We sink into that lunge, circling the arms forward, around behind, all the way up tall, and then take it to the back, big circle. Shoulder mobility, guys, super important. And overhead, we pull the hands to heart center and turn, placing that left elbow to the right knee, pressing against the knee, and working to bring your hands towards heart center. Gaze is up over that right elbow. Find your breath. Nice work. We rotate and come back to face front. Extend those arms overhead. Big circle of the arms to the back, releasing your hands on either side of your foot. Let's step that left foot in behind the right, bringing those ankles just as tight together as we can, and release the weight of the upper body. A little tuck of your chin towards your chest. A little shift of your weight side to side in those feet. So making sure your core is active and engaged. It's amazing, the core work, as you shift your weight with those legs crossed. It's kind of challenging, kind of fun. Coming back to center, we walk the hands to the right. As far as you can walk those hands, and draw your nose towards that right knee. We come back through center and walk the hands to the left. Far as you can walk them, and draw your nose towards that left knee. And back through to center. And let's roll it up one vertebra at a time. With a big shoulder roll at the top, shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, left hand down, right arm high, lean in and reach. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, other side, lean in and reach. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Stepping back with your left foot, and then the right to down dog. Holding your down dog, great opportunity to grab a drink of water, or inhale it to high plank. Toes or knees, one push up. And again. And one more if it's in there. Awesome. Lift your hips to down dog, and gently sway your hips side to side. Just big, full, deep breaths. We come back to center, taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. And we're going to bring the hands to the outsides of your feet, bending those knees as much as you need to get your hands to the mat. And we're going to press those palms firmly into the mat, and we're going to line our toes up with the tips of our fingers. So if you were to draw a straight line across your mat, toes and fingertips would be in line. And then relax the weight of the upper body down. Now if that's fairly easy for you and your legs are pretty straight, your palms are pressing into the mat, I'm going to invite you, if you would like, to slide your hands back. So those fingertips are still pointing towards the top of the mat, as are your toes.
And we're going to press those palms back down towards the mat. Now you can slide your hands back as far as you like, but we're really working to get the heel of your hands, the entire palm, to the mat. Now I want you to notice how your weight has shifted, probably lifted out of your toes, and it's all in your heels. I want you to glue your hands where they are and begin to shift a little weight forward, back into those toes. What do you feel now? Does it make you smile? Does it make you groan? Does it make you cringe? If it makes you cringe or it makes you want to say a bad word, guys, back off a little bit. If you're like, oh, yes, you're in the right place. We lift just slightly, releasing the hands. Forward fold, inhale it up to monkey half lift. Exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And pull those hands to heart center. Anytime you guys are in a pose and you want to swear, get out of the pose. Just a little friendly advice. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, giant step back with that right foot. Back knee can come down if you like. We lift those arms overhead to a crescent lunge. Shoulders are soft. Breathe. Let's circle those arms to the back. Big circle. All the way overhead. And let's reverse that, taking the arms forward, around behind, all the way up tall. Pulling those hands to heart center, we turn and place that right elbow to the left knee, pressing against the knee and working to bring those hands towards heart center. Gazing up over that left elbow. Finding your balance, finding your breath. So even when we're challenged, guys, we can find this sense of release and peace, a sense of effortless within the breath. It is such a cool feeling when we find that. Coming back to center, extend those arms overhead, circle the arms to the back, release your hands on either side of your foot, and we're going to draw that right foot in behind the left. Again, bringing those ankles just as tightly together as you can get them, and relax the weight of the upper body down. Head's heavy, and we're just going to sway a little bit, swaying those hips, just feeling whatever it is that you feel. And then we come back to center. And we're going to walk those hands to the left as far as you can walk them. And draw your nose towards that left knee. Stretching the IT band, the lower back, the hips, the hamstrings, the calves. Inhale, just lift slightly and walk those hands now to the right as you draw your nose towards your knee. Noticing if one side's more challenging than the other, we come back to center. They feel differently as we're not made the same on each side. Our body is not a mirror image. So you'll find some things that you love on the right that you don't on the left, and vice versa. Let's roll it up, one vertebra at a time. And each day you come back and join me and get on your mat, you will find more and more things that you love. You'll still find things that are challenging. Shoulder roll up and back. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, right hand down, left arm high, lean in and reach. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, other side, lean in and reach. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Stepping that right foot back, and then the left to down dog. We inhale it to high plank, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And exhale to down dog. We inhale it to high plank. We're going to pull that right knee in up between the hands, untuck the toes, and release that back foot to the mat. Pigeon pose. Chest is lifted. If that doesn't feel great on your lower back, bring those hands forward a bit.
Breathe. We should feel a really nice stretch in that right hip. Now, if you like, bend that left knee and tuck the toes back under and give those toes a little push into the mat and notice the change. What do you feel? Is it the right place to be? Is it better to have that foot relaxed? You decide. Untuck those toes once again, and let's walk the hands forward, releasing all the way down, either fully extending those arms or stacking your hands. We relax the weight of the upper body down. Nice, full, big, deep breaths. And let's slowly walk those hands back up. One hand on either side of that right knee. Tuck your toes. Lift those hips and step that right foot back. Left knee comes through. And slowly releasing yourself down. Untucking those toes, top of the foot, resting to the mat. Checking in with that lower back. Do we need to come forward or are we good up? Breathe. Now, if you like, a little bend of that right knee, tuck your toes. Give a push of those toes into the mat. Feel that stretch in the arch of the foot, in the toes, activates the glutes a little bit. So if that's not great, your lower back's not a big fan, your toes don't like it. If it's challenging, that's different than if there's pain. So really listen to your body. Do we not want to do it because it's hard? Or do we not want to do it because it's just not right for us? That's the right place. Untuck those toes and let's walk it forward. Either fully extending those arms or stacking your hands and just release the weight of the upper body down. Sleeping pigeon, such a great place. Here, just celebrating breath, celebrating movement. The fact that we are able to do what we can. Never judging those things that are more challenging, the things that we shouldn't do. We all have them, and it's all part of our journey. And let's slowly walk those hands back up, one hand on either side of that left knee. Tuck those right toes, lift, and step it back to plank. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Wide stance with those knees. Press it back to extended child's pose. Just nice, big, deep breaths. Allowing that chest to just work towards the mat. Chin or cheek to the mat. Reaching out through those fingertips. See if you can reach any further. Feel that huge side body stretch. And let's slowly walk the hands back up. Come on over onto one hip. Sweep your feet around and slide on down to the top of your mat. Extending the legs out long, flex your feet. Reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen and hinge it forward. Releasing your hands. Releasing the weight of the head. A little tuck of your chin. And then just soften your feet. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Lower the arms to shoulder height. Core is strong. Slowly roll yourself back. Find a way to safely come down onto your back. Maybe you pull a knee in and roll down, whatever it is, a way to come down onto your back. And let's draw that right knee in. Right arm extends out to a T. Left hand to the outside of the right knee. And gently pull your leg across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the mat. Turn your gaze out over that right arm. And just close your eyes. And we take a moment to wring out any last little bit of tension or tightness in the back, the neck, the shoulders. To once again reflect on that memory that made us smile or laugh out loud. May there be many, many more of those today and every day going forward. Laughter, guys, one of the best medicines around. Exercise and movement, breath, right there next to it. Slowly roll it back to center. Extend that right leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg, little external rotation through that hip, and slowly lower the leg as you reach through those toes. Make that leg as long as you possibly can and allow it to come to rest. Left knee comes in, left arm extends out to a T, right hand to the outside of the left knee, and gently pull your leg across. We work to keep those shoulders down. We turn and take our gaze out over that left arm. You might feel some crackles and crunches. You might even hear some pops, cracks. It's all good, guys, as long as there's no pain. It's your body realigning, finding that good space where we can stand taller, move more efficiently, reduce pain, inflammation. Really just working to take care of ourselves and be the very, very best we can be. Releasing that right hand, rolling back to center. Extending that left leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen that leg, little external rotation through your hip, and slowly lower that leg down. All the way down. And allow it to come to rest. Arms come down by your sides, turning the palms open to the sky. You're welcome to rest your hands on your tummy if you prefer. One hand just below your sternum, one hand just below your belly button. If you prefer to be on your side, or maybe even a seated position, I invite you to come to a space, a place where your body can relax, your mind is free and clear, your breath flows effortlessly, and we give ourselves permission to just simply be. As our mind is clear and our breath flows, I want you to come back to that wonderful memory, that sensation of joy and happiness. This is your day to do whatever it is you want, you wish, you need to do. Making the choices that will help you be a better person, that will help this world be a better place. Never sabotaging yourself, those you love, or the world around you. Integrity, courage, kindness, generosity, gratitude. Hopefully making all of those things a part of your day. May you be happy. May you remain healthy. My wish for you always, a healthy, happy life. We gently begin to wiggle our fingers and our toes. We stretch our limbs and just feel that positive energy move from the crown of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes and out to the tips of the fingers. As you're ready, gently draw your knees towards your chest and either rock yourself up or roll to one side and use your arms to help you up, to find a seated position that feels good to you. Rest your hands comfortably. Close your eyes. We take a few more final big deep breaths. A celebration of your day. Let it be the very best day. Let's gently open the eyes. Take a big breath in, reach to the sky. And exhale, pull the hands to heart center. As always, my friends, light and love to each and every one of you. May your day be filled with wonder, excitement, fun, laughter, lots of smiles. Until the next time, my friends, be well, take care, and namaste.